welcome to Wesleyan Tonight. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Eliza. Guys, we're so happy that you're here this evening. There are just so many events you could have gone to instead. Tonight you are choosing between a hot, explosive performance of raw sexuality and empowering movement, or you could have gone to burlesque.
And now for our first story of the night. Parents are in uproar after discovering that Wesleyan has been ranked the #2 university in the nation for weed smokers by stonerthings.com.
This is true. #2? What are even the metrics for that? Did some guy just go to a bunch of schools and be like, yeah, I can smoke weed here?
And another thing, sure, Wesleyan made me #2 for weed smokers, but we're highly ranked in so many other great categories.
That's true. We're a #1 party school for experimental theater cast parties. #2 for most famous people's kids, and #4 for the craziest bushes.
In preparation for Spring Fling, Westwell is starting a new peer mentoring series called What to Do When You Find Out All Your Friends Just Took Molly Without You. Should you just take it now and be that weirdo who's still tripping an hour after all your friends, or should you just pretend you're already high like a little bitch boy, or what did before you just for short.
The Forbidden Llama versus Mezzo Turf War. Is their rivalry on everybody's lips, but other Middletown restaurants are getting in on the bar night action. This Thursday, make sure to check out Ragin' Asian Cajun, Twerk at Perk, or Dancing Drugs and Disco at DeVita Dialysis.
Looking like a huge fucking uggo and feeling like one too. Self-care slut. Sorry, this one was for Eliza. Give your pores a steam clean treatment at no cost by popping that pussy down to the eclectic ballroom, Wesleyan's most humid venue. You'll step out feeling like a new person and smelling like a dead one.
Speaking of dead people, last night a group of drunk underclassmen partying at Wesco Graveyard overturned a headstone.
These unfortunate students reportedly disturbed multiple spirits and are now cursed. Luckily, the bodies they disturbed were wearing some chic vintage workwear and it came pre-distressed. So, at least when their firstborn children are inevitably taken away, they'll be looking fashionable.
As warm weather approaches, we at WesNews wanted to share a guideline for proper etiquette when spending an afternoon on FOSS. First up, do skip class if you are already doing poorly.
Don't skip class if you're going to be a doctor one day.
Don't be a bitch and play a huge game of baseball in the middle of the field that everyone's trying to smoke weed.
But do be a little dog running up that hill.
And lastly, do buy a bag of baby carrots that you will never finish. Do let them get so old that they're so wet and also so dry. They're hard as a rock, yet also mushy to the touch.
Don't eat them. In related news, Wesco is known to be a program housing for activism. As such, its members have decided to help Ukraine by donating 40 packs of hand-rolled cigarettes to victims of the war. Bring your zigzags on down to the Wesco Cafe tomorrow at 3 to help out.
They're even throwing in Wesco spliffs. Half weed, half asbestos.
An unnamed sophomore student has been fined $5,000 by ResLife for painting their dorm room a different color.
Even worse, the fine was doubled because the paint contained no lead. A recent study conducted by Michael Whitcomb in Institutional Research found that students who identify as Marxists are also most likely to be daughters of aristocrats.
Yeah, why are you Venmo requesting me for half the Uber on your parents' account, Maya Rockefeller?
As part of their May sustainability campaign, the eco-facilitators have banned waving. Students say it's not sustainable to do every few seconds, and it's exhausting when you're so popular.
In response to the reintroduction of DEEK on campus, a new fraternity has been created by a diverse collective of students with a wide range of jocks, nerds, geeks, and theater kids, known as GLEEK. Rumor has it that this heart-wrenching combination of frat guys and musical theater enthusiasts are a shoo-in for sectionals.
Also, in Greek news, the DEEK Recycles campaign wasn't enough to change campus perception of the fraternity, so DEEK leadership is trying out new slogans to reintroduce themselves to the student body. They've got DEEK Composts, DEEK Reads Theory, and DEEK Explores Their Sexuality, also known as DEEK Adds a Y.
Also in Greek news, the economy is still in shambles.
The Argus recently published an article written entirely by ChatGPT. Nobody wrote the article, but that's all right, because nobody read it either.
Last weekend, the Wesleyan surf team took the biggest group to Rockaway of this season. Unfortunately, many of the new members did not step foot in the water as the confused agricultural peasants thought it was a trip with the other West Surf.
Unfortunately, upon returning to campus, the West Surfs were put in the summy stockades for abandoning their crops.
This Thursday, the film series is having an exclusive premiere of a gripping 300-minute, partially animated Iranian film about a gay quadriplegic sex worker trying to find love in the Middle East after losing all their limbs as a child soldier. Be sure to stay after for the Q&A with former Iranian veteran turned drag queen, Rubba Bullet. And on Friday, Cars!
Tammy and Helix have opened up their relationship to Soti, the new one, behind Exley, as their third. Sources say that while Helix and Tammy's communication has become a little strained, the new sexual possibilities certainly make up for it.
Asha recently hosted the Sex Carnival, not to be confused with the Sex Carnival last year when I rode the spinny ride they brought in to replace Spring Fling so many times in a row that I came.
After a dismal year of only 20% participation in the enrolled student survey, Michael Whitcomb is now sucking dick in the parking lot for responses. And it's working.
A senior film major was devastated after finding an expired job offer from A24 hidden in their Mimecast alerts. Also discovered a long-lost letter from their first crush at sleepaway camp and the leaked Dobbs SCOTUS decision.
Public Safety, better known as PSAFE, has recently expanded their budget and will be branching off into many new subdivisions. Next semester, keep on the lookout for KeySafe.
They'll let students back into their rooms.
Be safe.
Protect students from all the bees.
As well as knee safe.
Put bubble wrap on all the sharp corners.
Tree safe.
Make sure the trees are doing good.
Be safe.
To protect me.
Be safe.
Keep the remote straps on.
She safe.
Be safe for the girls.
Bree safe.
Keep the cheese at the right temperature.
And of course, P safe.
Stand guard in the bathroom so no one sneaks up on you.
After the demolition of the children's preschool last semester, Wesleyan and the Middletown community are proud to announce that amidst the pit of dirt, they will be building a new preschool for gophers. Your Assassins is in full swing, and we've already had 2 would-be killers break a hip during a chase.
Right now, my money's on Doris.
USAM, in an effort to advertise their many vegan inclusive options, has worked to create a game show called What the Hell Is That?